Hi everyone, I am going to take this red geranium out of the basket here and put it into this container here. So I wanted to show you kind of how easy it really is if you've never done this before. So a lot of these will just pop off, so it's got a little hook that goes down over top of the bottom part, and if you just kind of snap it backwards the opposite way, it kind of pops off real easy. Now we have some 12-inch hangers that you have to cut off because you can't hardly get them out. They attach differently. So I'm going to take this one off also. There's 3 here, and see if I can do this without breaking the basket. Okay. And the way ours are, and I don't know, you live in lots of other places and they may be doing it differently. We have 1 in the center and 4 plants around the edges. So you really want to spread your fingers apart when you get into the middle. You want to try to go around that center plant. You want to try to find it, go around it, and then when you tip it upside down, I've showed this before, tip it upside down, hold your fingers really, really straight and tight, and then you'll tip it over and you're supporting it on your fingertips is what you're doing. So I'm going to find the center here. Okay, I've got it. The center plant is right almost in my palm, but I'm not squeezing it or smashing it. And then I'm just going to tip this upside down, and I'm basically balancing it on my fingertips, okay? If you don't have someone else to help you, then just put it against your shoulder or your chest and just slide that off. Over there. And then pull the bottom part. Look at all those roots. Look at those roots. Okay, now I'm going to put it into this. I'm going to put it in here. I might break a few of these up a little bit. Doesn't really need a lot of it. And then you're just going to tip it over and right down in here. Now, by doing this, you're going to have more soil, a larger container with more soil. Your plant is just going to thrive so much better the more soil that it has. Kind of get in there, and if you have any yellow leaves or anything that you want to kind of dig out of there, dig that out of there and get rid of it. Let me see what we're doing here. And then look, I don't know if it's just me, but to me, whenever you take a hanging basket out of the container that it grew in and you put it into a larger container, it instantly looks larger. Does it not look larger in this? I mean, it does to me. It just looks larger. So you want to get where the top of the basket is not higher than your container, right? You want to push it down just a little bit. Get that out of there. So I'm just going to kind of wiggle it around until I get it to where it's just slightly lower than the container. Now, then I'm going to go in and I'll fill it in with soil and then fertilize it, right? If you're doing something as a gift, for Mother's Day or a birthday gift or something, I'm big into raffia. I just love using raffia. It's cheap and it's a quick, fast, easy way to dress up any kind of a gift. So I'm going to tie this here, get it through here, tie this around the handle. I don't want to mess that bud up. This has got a lot of buds on it. And by the way, I don't know if it was windy where you live, but man, it was so windy here today. I couldn't even hardly stand to be in the barn. Me and my poor customers, I was putting my poor customers through misery by being inside that barn today. It was terribly windy. Well, the wind has died down, and but now they're talking about maybe some patchy frost. Hopefully that's not right through our area, but if you have already purchased your plants, just really watch for that tonight. And sometimes when it drops down really cold, just leaving them in a cold garage doesn't really work. We have sweet potato vine, for instance. We have had sweet potato vine that hasn't sold yet, and put it in the barn. We learned this like several years ago. Put it in the barn to try to keep it warm, and it dipped down so cold, like it was like 40. It was only like 40. Maybe it might have got to 39, and it ruined it. So sweet potato vine is really, really tender. Put it in a heated garage, or put it in a room that's heated. Put it in your home. And there's lots of other things that I just recommend keeping them warm, okay, for tonight. And maybe Wednesday night, I'm not really sure. We're here in Indiana. A lot of you other people that watch, gosh, you're in Florida and Georgia and California. I have so many followers in such warm climates. Okay, so we dressed it up with this as a gift, and it just kind of makes it look better. I mean, not better. It makes it look nice for a gift, right? Then one other thing that I like to do sometimes, I took this. It's just a wire. This one didn't have a magnet on it, so watch out for little things like this. Like when you're out shopping, dollar store, Dollar General, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, places like that. Watch out for any kind of little things that you can just put on buckets, whether you want to use it as a gift later, over the next year or whatever, or you want to keep it for yourself. And I just tied the little wire around it, twisted it, and now I'm going to take it. Hold on, let me back this. It's kind of a monster now. This thing got large. Got large on me. I'm going to turn this a little bit to do this. And I'm going to take the wires and I'm just going to slip it, even though I haven't filled it in with soil yet. I'll still go through and do that, and then it'll have a little more support. And I'm going to slip this through here and then push that wire together so it pinches. Let's see if it's in the center here. Yeah, and see how cute? Look how cute. So if you're wanting to give a gift away or maybe keep it for yourself, right? These are just a couple little ideas that kind of dress your container up. So watch out for buckets and magnets and little things that you can, even if they have a magnet on it, tie a wire to it and stick it in there somehow and let it drape off the edge. Tie some raffia. Tie a ribbon around it and give it to somebody, make it up yourself. It's a lot cheaper. So anyhow, I wanted to remind everybody to take care of your plants tonight if you're here in Indiana. Oh, and one other thing, I did want to mention this. So if you've already bought your plants and you're living in around here or somewhere else that's pretty cool, and you're just trying to keep them warm inside the trays, and you've got them slid in your garage or your potting shed or your mudroom or wherever, if you've got a tray, like here's for instance, I'm going to show you this tray here. If you have a tray and you're holding lots of your flowers, take some of them out. Take 4 or 5 out and sit them around like beside it. Let some airflow get through there. Don't keep all of your plants in your trays, kind of squished up to each other for several days, because you're not going to get the airflow. Even if you're watering them and sitting them outside for the sun and you think they're getting the air, just separate them. They don't want to be that close together. They really don't. And I know some of my customers can really pack their trays full. So be sure, just go through, pull some of them out, let some airflow get through there. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.